What up guys, Eric here from Racing Ram Fam, and today we're gonna make this Viper motor spool a lot faster with this big ass turbo. And how we're gonna do that is with this special guy right here in this box. As you guys can see, it's a borgwarneer box for my 96mm borgwarneer turbo. So let's get this baby open and show you what's inside. Alright, so what we got here in the box is a new exhaust housing for my turbo. So this guy right here is actually a smaller exhaust housing and twin scroll. So right now what we got on there is a 1.2 AR. What the AR means is the actual air ratio, or air, how much air can fit in that side of the exhaust housing. So you see how big this one is over here? Well, you'll see the size difference when I get it out and lay the two next to each other. But this one is a 1.32, and then the one I got over here is a 1.15. And then the other thing too is I have a twin scroll now over there. This is a single scroll, so I do have a twin scroll mount, so it is two exhaust pipes going into that turbo, and then it goes into a single scroll. Again, when I get them next to each other, I'll explain more what the difference is between a single scroll and a twin scroll, and then the sizing. But this is gonna gain spool time so much quicker. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this air filter off. I'm gonna get the oil lines off, the feed right here, and the return that's on my valve cover. And then I'm going to actually take the intake and the center section out of the old exhaust housing. And then I'm gonna take a look at it and then take the exhaust housing off. I think it's gonna be a lot easier to go that way instead of taking it apart on the bench, because I can line stuff up like my intercooler piping with it loose on there. So let's get right into it and take this turbo out of this big truck. Alright guys, so you saw me take out the cold side and the center section of my turbo, and now we just have sitting right here is the exhaust housing, and then over on the bench we have my new exhaust housing and my center section plus my intake side, my drain pipe, my feed. So if you guys have never, this is how you also clock a turbo, is you can loosen these V-bands right here and you could actually spin the exhaust housing, and then same on the intake, loosen this giant V-band right here and spin the intake housing on the center section of the turbo. If you guys did not know, but that's how long my drain tube is right here, and about 8 inches to my valve cover, which is kind of nice because it sits above my turbo. So we're going to try fitting this new exhaust housing on before I go about taking that other exhaust housing out, because I have had problems in the past, if you guys have been long-term subscribers, with buying exhaust housings for turbos and them being wrong. So fingers crossed this one's right, because I'm really hoping, because this thing looks badass and I am excited for twin scroll faster spools. Alright, so let's see if this baby fits. Moment of truth is about 2 seconds. Boom! And we got a fit. As you guys can see already how much smaller this exhaust housing is around this turbo. It makes the turbo look dinky. But that's okay. It's still a big ass turbo. Sweet. Now I'm pumped because that actually fit. So I bought the right parts for the first time. No. But so now we're going to take out the exhaust housings, and how we're going to do that is there's 4 bolts holding it to the collector and then 1 V-band holding it to my gigantic whale-shaped downpipe. But that's the story of the snail. That's why guys, they call it a snail, because that looks like a snail shell right there. Well, now after getting the turbo, I feel pretty stupid. I already had a twin scroll exhaust housing in it. Huh. So we'll get a little better spool time, but not as much as I originally planned. But yeah, as you guys can see, these are both twin scroll turbos because they have dual holes on both of them. You think I would remember that, but if you guys look on the listing for this turbo on Summit Racing, it says it's a single scroll. So I've always been under the assumption it's a single scroll, and it's been a while since I've looked at it, and it's not a single scroll. So this is a video of us putting a smaller exhaust housing on, not going from a single scroll to a twin scroll. Oh well, smaller, it'll be better. So as you guys can see, the physical sizings of these two things, how much smaller this one is compared to this one. It's only a tiny bit, because it's only 0.15. So hopefully it spools better, which I think it will, but it's kind of depressing. So oh well, let's get this all back together in the truck. Again, as you guys can see over here, I have a twin scroll mount. I only had a single scroll gasket on this too, so it was probably having a nice, you can see that black right there, it was having a nice blow by between the two. Now I got a twin scroll gasket. There's my big old whale down pipe. Yeah, I'm kind of baffled right now that I thought this was a single scroll. Alright, let's get this turbo back in here and put the smaller exhaust housing that is also a twin scroll, as the original was a twin scroll. So all we're doing is putting a smaller AR exhaust housing on. So I think we're going to call that a quick little upload. In the next video, I will be putting that exhaust housing back on, but I haven't posted a video in a while, so I feel like I should get this out instead of waiting for the weekend to finish it. So thank you guys for watching. As always, keep it boosting. I'm really dumb. I guess I don't know what a single scroll or a twin scroll is. Oh well. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.